Been doing that all year. Empty corner two-man game. Rozier with a three. Anderson with a rebound. Rozier relocates for another try. Boy, that was awfully short.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Well, it's very obvious that our dear friend Terry Rozier has some sort of dirt upon the Miami Heat organization. My theory is that, one day after practice, he went home and he realized he forgot something and he had to go back to the stadium, and he got there late at night and got let in, and he went into the locker room and he must have stumbled upon some sort of Illuminati sacrifice or seance between Spo and Pat Riley and Alonzo Mourning and Andy Ellisberg and Mickey Aronson and those guys. And who knows what they were up to? I mean, maybe they were, sacrificing some, Haitian child to Baphomet or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. How can you play that bad and still play 40 minutes, doing things that if an 8th grader did it in a middle school basketball game, you'd be put on the bench, and he does it over and over again. And is he drunk? Is it blackmail? What is it? And no one seems to have an answer. Everyone's too afraid to ask Spo, and it's good content for me because, my Terry videos do very well. So thank you, Terry. But like I said, you gotta have fun and enjoy the Terry shenanigans while he's here, because pretty soon he's gonna be traded, waived, or something like that. Hopefully he gets sent to the moon or something. And the way I watch Miami Heat games now, I kind of alluded to this in the last video. Things are gonna disintegrate in the fourth quarter. When we were up 7 points in the fourth quarter, I was enjoying it, yes, but I also was like, okay, how are we gonna go about losing this game? And then we saw what happened. There's 5 minutes left, and Davion Mitchell wasn't playing, and Terry's playing 40 minutes, and Davion Mitchell only plays 27 minutes, and then I'm like, oh great, Davion Mitchell's coming back in, and then he comes in for Duncan Robinson, and Terry's still in, and then he gets subbed in for Duncan on an offensive possession, but then Duncan comes back in. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just having a good time. I'm having a good time. Have you guys ever seen that movie, Cape Fear? It's with Robert De Niro. Great movie. It's a Scorsese movie, 90s movie. It's called Cape Fear. And there's a scene. Max Cady is the character's name, and Max is sitting in the movie theater, and he's laughing like a maniac, smoking a cigar, trying to torment this family behind him that he doesn't like. And as he's laughing, that's kind of how I watch Miami Heat games now. But then it gets very dark for me. Like when Terry missed those back-to-back three-pointers, it kind of goes from like the Max Cady laughing to Heath Ledger in The Joker when he's clapping. It kind of gets a little darker like that. And then when Duncan Robinson stepped out of bounds, I kind of turn into the guy in that meme who's about to jump over his balcony, but he's like, no, I'm just kidding. But I really want to, but I'm not going to jump over my balcony because I'm trying to be optimistic and stuff and just enjoy it. I'm just trying to enjoy it and enjoy the fact that, hey, we were missing so many guys. Four or five guys were missing, and I'm so proud of those guys. Once again, I'm proud of the Heat in the Knicks game. I'm proud of the Heat in this Cavs game. You hung with arguably the best team in the league on an 11-game win streak. They just clinched a playoff spot, and you could have won that game. You're playing in Cleveland. But to set yourself up for the expectation of actually winning and being able to sustain and close out a game is delusional. So you have to prepare yourself for the loss. And once you do that, it's fine. But I do kind of want to jump over the proverbial balcony because, I'm on the second floor of my apartment. And if I did jump, I would probably just break my neck and get into a coma. And the good thing about that is if I was in a coma, I wouldn't have to watch Terry Rozier play basketball anymore. And it's really too bad because now I've gone, however long this is going to be, 4 or 5 minutes already, and all I've talked about is Terry, and I haven't even brought up the fact that Bam Adebayo is playing like an MVP. Damn it, Terry. Damn it. And the stats are just staggering. 40 minutes, 4 turnovers, 3 for 14 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3. He played 22 of the 24 minutes in the second half. He was 0 for 8. 2 points, 3 turnovers somewhere in the fourth quarter. Terry had 1 assist and 4 turnovers. Davion Mitchell had 7 assists and 2 turnovers. Yet Terry was up to 36 minutes at this point, and Davion Mitchell only had 25 minutes. None of it makes sense. There's no logic. The only thing I could possibly think of is that I think Davion Mitchell hurt his quad in the Knicks game, and that's why he didn't play in the Wizards game. I mean, call me crazy, but he looked pretty damn healthy in that game against the Cavs last night. There were numerous possessions where I was like, damn, Davion Mitchell is so fast. So his quad seemed okay. So I don't know. No one seems to know why Terry's getting 40 minutes and Davion Mitchell's getting whatever, 27. Terry should not be playing. Play a G League guy. Play, what's his name? Isaiah Stevens, Josh Christopher. Play without a point guard. Play more Pell Larson. Play more Alec Burks. Play more, I don't care who. More Kyle Anderson. He had a great game last night. Give me more Kevin Love. I don't care. More Duncan. More Haywood. I don't care. Put me in there. I'll just do cardio, and at least I will hit open shots. I promise you I'll hit open shots. Put me in there for 5 minutes. Play Davion Mitchell 36, 37 minutes. Throw me in there for 5 minutes. I'll run around and chase Darius Garland, and at least I'll hit an open shot. Okay? I won't pass to invisible people. Play with 4 guys like Gene Hackman did in Hoosiers. Right? Rest in peace, Gene Hackman. I don't even know what else to talk about, and I hate it. I don't enjoy piling on Terry. I don't want to hate Terry, and I hate that all of the Heat Nation and Heat fans and all that stuff are hating Terry right now. And it's sad because I don't want to hate the guy. This is a guy that's made north of $130 million playing basketball. More money than any of us will ever see in all of our lives, unless I have a very wealthy subscriber. More money than any of us will ever see for generations. And this is how you play basketball? Are you drunk? Are you high? Are you crossfaded? What is going on? And I think I said this already, but I'm going to say it again. It's just so heartbreaking and frustrating because, yeah, there's one side of me where I really do try to, like, emotionally detach and be like, whatever happens, happens, and I'm just going to enjoy this. And I'm so proud of these guys that they're able to hang with teams like the Knicks and the Cavs, like 2 solid teams. The Cavs, arguably one of the best teams in the league, and I really hope that they beat the Celtics and make it to the finals. That would be awesome. On the other side, it's so frustrating because we so could have won those 2 games. Taking the Knicks to overtime and taking the Cavs all the way through the whole game, and we're up 7 points in the 4th quarter, and it's just so heartbreaking we can't close out games like that. And you could have been on like a 5-game win streak. Oh God. But you gotta let it go and detach and just have fun, and maybe some miracle will happen and they'll get healthy and they'll figure it out and they'll get it together and be able to sustain and close out games. But I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. But one thing I do know is that Bam Adebayo is playing some very, very good basketball ever since All-Star break and the Jimmy trade and all that stuff. And especially these last couple weeks and last few games, Bam has been on one. 34 points and 12 rebounds. The guy is literally doing everything. He's decisive, he's comfortable, he's confident, he's in a rhythm, hitting threes, getting offensive rebounds, making his free throws, attacking, getting the mid-range, playing defense 1 through 5. The guy's completely locked in. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy he got out of that funk he was in the beginning of the season. And hopefully when Tyler comes back and Wiggs comes back and I don't know, maybe they can do something. Am I sounding delusional? Sure, but that's the fun of being a fan of a team. You gotta be a little bit delusional. But man, Bam is playing some great basketball. It's so fun to watch. And even some of the role players, man, some of the role players really stepped up and played great and had some nice moments, some big moments. But God, the end of that game, Davion Mitchell comes in for Duncan Robinson. I'm like, wait, you're going in for Duncan and not Terry? What's happening? And it's an offensive possession? What is going on? And then Terry misses those 2 threes, and I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? And the second one was like an air ball. Then Duncan comes back in, we're down 3, then Bam turns it over, And then Donovan Mitchell turns it over, and I'm like, how are we even down 3 at this point? This is so crazy. And then we have that crazy, I forget who inbounded the ball, but that crazy inbound cross-court pass, which is not an easy pass, not easy to catch, not easy to shoot off of. I mean, that is hard. It's hard to catch that ball and also have like spatial awareness. And he made the shot too, man. It's just like what? It's just like a dagger after dagger after dagger in the heart. And once Duncan stepped out, that was that. And even like in the Knick game when Tyler had the 8-second violation, it's just like, oh my God, how much of this can we weather? I digress. Duncan had some really nice moments. Duncan had that really nice run at the top of the fourth quarter. He had like a nice runner. He hit a 3. Then he had a really nice pass to Kyle. Kyle was great, man. Kyle Anderson was fantastic. 7 points, 7 assists, and 11 rebounds. Such a unique player. He kind of did like a weird point forward thing when Bam was resting. He's one of those guys, like, if you figure out how to use him, he could really, really be a good role player and a good veteran presence on a team. I like Kyle Anderson. He's also a Jersey guy, so I gotta represent my boy, man. He went to St. Anthony's. Haywood's great. I wish Haywood would play more. He had a quiet 13 points. I mean, Haywood's been really solid lately. And of course, Davion Mitchell's just awesome. Such a dog. I wish he would play more. He had 7 assists. I wish he'd shoot more. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Look, if Terry Rozier is shooting 14 field goal attempts and 8 3-point attempts, then Davion Mitchell should be shooting more too. Davion Mitchell was 3 for 5 and 1 for 1 from 3. Shoot more. Shoot more. Terry out here, 3 for 14, 1 for 8. And I really liked the defense. The defense was very fun to watch at times, especially in the second half. There was that great clip going around. I think it was the third quarter. We were in that weird, some kind of, I don't know what the hell kind of zone. It's like some weird matchup zone 3-2 oscillating kind of zone. Someone called it like an amoeba zone. I never even heard of that. This team, unfortunately, there is just no margin for error. And when you have a guy like Terry out there, who unfortunately is nothing but an error, it's hard to win games. It's hard to win games, especially when he's playing 40 minutes of horrific basketball. Besides all that, I'm with this Knicks game and this Cavs game, I'm so proud of those guys to be able to hang with 2 really good teams, especially this Cavs game. I mean, it's like nothing short of a basketball miracle. We're missing Coel Ware, Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, Jaime Jaquez, Jovic. 3 of those guys are starters, and then Jaime and Jovic have also started in the past as well. And we're hanging with arguably the best team in the league, a team that we could have definitely beat. And I don't care that, they're on the second night of a back-to-back where they played 3 games in 4 days. Boo-hoo. We're missing practically our whole starting lineup, so don't give me that. So we got the Timberwolves Friday. That should be fun. Hopefully we get some guys back, and hopefully Terry doesn't play. I don't know it anymore. What happened to that guy? God, I remember him just killing us when he was on the Hornets. And I know it's the Hornets. I know it's the whole looter and a riot thing people talk about. But, he even had good stretches when he came last year. I have videos hyping up Terry of him having good games, like when he played Cleveland last year. He had like 24 points. He had those 2 step backs where he had like 9 points in the last like 40-something seconds and pretty much won us that game. And then he got that weird neck injury. And then ever since then, this whole season, he plays like a drunken high person who doesn't know how to play basketball anymore. And I don't know. And this whole video, it's been 90% Terry and 10% Bam, who's playing like an MVP recently. And damn it, Terry! That's it.